see. And how about their all-time series? It's tied at 32 wins each with 1 tie. And how about this? They've alternated wins the last 7 meetings. Should make for a nice battle.
Kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. 31 yards there, a first down.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
San Francisco opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bringing him along slowly last season. He still drew 2 starts, though, and showed flashes of his huge dual-threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona, and 280 total yards in a win over Houston. No bringing him along slowly in year 2. The keys to the car are officially his.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Shutting down that play, Kyler Gordon on the defensive side.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Shotgun now for Lance. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
2nd down and goal. Lance throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Now Lance again.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamison Williams
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
He'll get this to about the 38.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields, throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Touchdown Bears!
Chase Claypool
from 19 yards away.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got his target, Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Lance now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Niners set to take over on offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The connecting here with DJ Sharp.
He's got room past the 30.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 35. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10.
Working from the gun. Lance.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here's Justin Fields and the rest of the Chicago offense. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Fields now to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 38.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
The Lance now to throw.
Open man is Samuel. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. What a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamison Williams
now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their guns when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
From the 29.
Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Cole Kmet started to look like the 2nd-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 17, Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Lance looks to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. Now you've got to the line and get him set. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Lance now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the 2nd-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
Ready, field, flat.
On first down, Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Jamison Williams.
82 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
And Lance going to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Lance looking to throw it.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jameson Williams.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gould with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
To throw is Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners extend their lead yet again.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Fields on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Fields
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Lance now on 1st down.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Working from the gun, Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams, 35 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Read option, here's Montgomery. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Let's take it inside. Is now a loose football. The ball comes out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Fields. Got some space here. Gets past one man. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On first down, Fields able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the #1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big play there for for the Niners. 72 yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yep. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Santos with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted.
He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing in the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not every